world news tonight. I invoked spirit of freedom in Ogun, says Tinubu. They are envious of Tinubu's achievements. Presidency reacts to PDP's claim. Tinubu should probe Buhari government, recover looted funds, Shehu Sani. And to foreign, Sierra Leone president sworn in as opposition cries foul. On sports, Super Eagles move up one spot in latest FIFA ranking. I am Morire Rebila Lawal. First, the news. The President Bola Tinubu on Tuesday said he invoked the spirit of freedom during his electioneering in Ogun State. He said during the campaign season, some of his popular statements that resonated with Nigerians and the supporters were used to invoke the spirit. The former Lagos State governor said the hardship that accompanied the Central Bank of Nigeria cash swap policy during the electioneering period forced him to invoke the spirit of freedom in the southwest states. Moving on to the next story. The presidency has berated the People's Democratic Party (PDP) over the statement credited to the party on the policies initiated by President Bola Ahmed Tinubu since he assumed office on May 29. The party had in a statement issued by its National Publicity Secretary, Debo Olorunga, alleged that the president was pursuing anti-people's policies. The PDP was reacting to the removal of fuel subsidy and exchange rates unification initiated by President Bola Tinubu. However, in a statement issued on Wednesday night, the special advisor to the president on special duties, communications and strategy, or to the president, Mr. Dele Alake, said the PDP was envious of the All Progressives Congress (APC) achievements in just 3 weeks. He said the PDP will say the government has been pursuing anti-people policies. They will even say worse. That is very, very mild coming from them. And to the next story. Former Kaduna Central Senator Shehu Sani has urged President Bola Ahmed Tinubu to ignore former President Muhammadu Buhari's plea not to be probed by his successor. He said the president should probe the past government and recover looted funds. He said Tinubu's failure to go after looted funds could attract grave consequences. Sani stated this via his Twitter handle on Thursday. The socio-political commentator wrote, Tinubu should ignore Buhari and go ahead and probe the past government and recover looted funds. If President Tinubu failed to go after looted funds will come after him sooner or later. In case you're just joining, you are watching the world news from BGI TV Current. Next. The Speaker of the Osho State House of Assembly, Adewale Egbedun, has described the attack on Governor Ademola Adeleke at the Osogbo Eid Parade Ground on Wednesday as barbaric and despicable. Egbedun, while condemning the attack on Adeleke by suspected political thugs, also called on security agencies to go after the perpetrators behind the dastardly acts. The Speaker will ascribe the governor's escape to the grace of God and the gallantry of his security details, warned that launching a violent attack against a state governor was a crime with a heavy punishment. Making this known via a statement by his Chief Press Secretary, Tiamiyu Olamide, the Speaker said the attack on Governor was on the people of the state. The attack on Governor Adeleke, who happens to be the leader of the state, is an overreach and I strongly condemn it in its totality. Going on out against the governor is by extension an attack on the entirety of Osho's people, who is leading, and this, I want to warn, will be not tolerated for any act of such. From that story from Osho State, we go to the next story. The Independent Corrupt Practices and Other Related Offences Commission said on Wednesday that it remained undaunted in its prosecution of a former registrar of Joint Admissions and Matriculation Board, Professor Dibu Ojeride. The ICPC, which is prosecuting Ojeride for alleged 5 billion naira fraud, alleged in a statement on Wednesday that the Don used several false names, aliases, and forged means of identification, such as Akonbi Lamidi, Adeni Banji, Abibulahi Lamidi, Joshua Olaniran Olakunleyin, etc., to perpetrate its corrupt practices through various bank accounts and still retains the resources and influence to evade justice. The ICPC also rejected a recent ruling of the Federal High Court in Abuja, which ordered it to pay Ojerinde 1 million naira damages over his rearrest on January 26 on the court's premises. Justice Obiora Egwatu, ruling on a fundamental right suit filed by Ojerinde, had declared that the rearrest and continued detention of the JAMB ex-helmsman was illegal, holding that the ICPC violated Ojerinde's rights to personal liberty. Moving on to the next story. The UN's top humanitarian official in Nigeria, Mr. Matthias Kamel, has said that severe hunger is affecting 4.3 million people in Nigeria's Borno, Adamawa, and Yobe. Kamel told journalists in Geneva on Wednesday that the number of children under 5 at risk of life-threatening severe acute malnutrition had doubled in 1 year to reach 700,000. Describing the situation in northeast Nigeria, Kamel said, "I've been to Borno and the other 2 states several times. I've seen mothers fighting for lives of their malnourished children in nutrition stabilization centers. Those of us who are parents must imagine what's it like when you cannot ensure your children to have enough food to eat." From that story from Borno State, we go to the next one, coming from Bayelsa. Nestro Binabo, a former governor of Bayelsa State, is dead. He reportedly died on Thursday in Abuja after a prolonged battle with an undisclosed illness. Binabo's death was announced by his son, Mr. Binabo Momos. Momos shared the news of his father's death on his WhatsApp status with the caption, "I thought you will pull through, Dad, but God knows best." A family source of the ex-governor revealed that Binabo died after 4 a.m. Moving on to the next story. The police in Kaduna State have arrested 503 suspects for various offenses ranging from banditry, armed cattle rustling, culpable homicide, vandalization of rail tracks, and other related crimes. Among the suspects include one Ismail Mohammed of Mejere village, Saminaka in Lere local government area of the state, who kidnapped and later killed his brother Kabiru Mohammed, and after collecting 120,000 naira from the family. Parading the suspect at the command's headquarters, the spokesman of Kaduna State Police Command, DSP Mohammed Jalige, told reporters that the suspects were arrested between May to June 2023. He explained that 4 AK-47 rifles, 3 revolver pistols, 2 pump-action guns, 2,800 railway slippers, and 9 stolen vehicles of different brands were recovered from the suspect. Others recovered items include 2 tricycles, 209 rounds of AK-47 live ammunition, 129 rustled cattle, and 8 sheep. The police spokesman also said that noticeable peace and tranquility currently enjoyed in Kaduna State is a pointer to the fact that the command is leaving no stone unturned in its quest to protect the lives and properties of the people of the states. From that story, we go to the foreign story. Sierra Leone's President Julius Mabe was sworn in Tuesday after being declared the winner of an election which his main rivals slammed as not credible. Bio, 59, returns for his second term at the end of the West African nation, which has been pummeled by multiple challenges since the end of 1991-2002 civil war, including an Ebola epidemic and now a crippling economic crisis. The Electoral Commission announced he had won 56% of the vote, while his main challenger, Samura Kamara, came second with 41%. "I categorically reject the outcome to announce the Electoral Commission," he said on Twitter. From the foreign story, we go to the last story for the day, coming from sports. The Super Eagles rose up 1 place in the latest men's ranking, published on the FIFA website on Friday. Jose Pesero's side moved from 40th to 39th position. The Super Eagles defeated the Lone Stars of Sierra Leone 1-0 in their only outing in June. The 3-time African champions, however, remain in 6th position on the continent. The Atlas Lions of Morocco occupy top spot on the continent, with the Teranga Lions of Senegal and Carthage Eagles of Tunisia in 2nd and 3rd position respectively. With the sports story, we've come to today's world news ending. Before we go, some headlines. I invoke spirits of freedom in Ogun. Tinubu. They are envious of Tinubu's achievement. Presidency reacts to PDP's claim. Tinubu should probe Buhari government recovered looted funds. Sheikh Hussaini. Also to the next story, Sierra Leone president sworn in as opposition cries foul. And on sports, Super Eagles move up one spot in latest FIFA ranking. For more updates on YouTube, our handle is BGI TV Correct. Kindly subscribe and click on the notification bell. Select option all to access all of our broadcasts. On Facebook, Bagede Imo with Anthony Adebayo. Please like and follow the page. For other placements of your goods and services, coverage of events and functions, please dial the phone number streaming on your screen for advert placements only. Thank you for watching. I am Morire Rebila Lawan. Good evening.